Somewhere in each human soul, there is a yearning to float free, to cut loose at last from gravity's tenacious grasp, to raise your hopes and lift off, to give yourself to the wind and soar. For as long as people have gazed with longing toward the near heavens, there has been the impulse to fly. And long before we knew how to make wings, we learned how to make balloons. Take a little ingenuity, plenty of hot air. Mix in an early summer's day, plus thousands of your closest friends. Shake well, and you've got all the ingredients of one of the most enjoyable and visible of Carolina festivals, the Statesville Hot Air Balloon Rally, the longest running such rally on the East Coast.
I'll take your tickets right here. Thank you very much.
We've been doing it for 30 years. It brings a lot of different people into town. It's a tremendous chamber enhancer for people to see our community and see the people that are out here. These are all local people doing the booths and the chamber exhibits and stuff like that. And it's a great way to put our community out and people to come see it.
The rally is held at the Iredell County Fairgrounds. It's always guaranteed to draw a crowd because there just seems to be something about hot air balloons.
If you go in just about anyone's home and you take out a photo album, you're more than likely going to see a hot air balloon in there at some point in their lifetime. They have taken a picture of a hot air balloon because they thought it was romantic, it was exciting. It goes all the way back to the barnstormer days when people were doing gas ballooning from fairgrounds because they were daredevils. Now, it's not like that anymore, but it still kind of holds a special charm in people's hearts because they're so colorful, they're so big.
Most balloons are about as tall as a 7-story building. They're colorful, they're bright colors, they just float along, and it's an exciting thing to ride, it's an exciting thing to play with and have fun with.
In your house, the burner in your furnace is 100,000 BTU. This burner is 20 million BTU.
To get a balloon off the ground is deceptively simple. Just fill the envelope with enough hot air and it will lift off.
Generally speaking, you need to get your balloon about 100 degrees above the ambient temperature outside before the balloon will actually take off. So if it's 50 degrees outside, you need to fly at a minimum of 150 degrees to get the balloon to rise.
Each pilot depends on a practiced team of volunteers to put it all together.
Might as well do it once. I just hope there's a twice.
Once in the air, it's mostly up to the wind, so there's time to relax and enjoy the ride. However, there are some tricks to using the wind to your advantage.
You can't really steer a balloon like you steer a car. Getting into the different wind currents that occur at different altitudes Anywhere from the surface all the way up to, say, 18,000 feet is the only way that you can steer the balloon.
It's just really hard to get those certain layers, and that's why you see all the balloons going up and down, trying to catch just that certain direction at a certain altitude.
There's no way of seeing wind currents, so you have a GPS on board that will tell you if you're changing your degree of track by as little as 1 degree, actually. The contours of the Earth will change the wind direction. It'll make it kind of manipulate the winds as it flows across the Earth. If you get into a valley, for example, the winds typically will follow along in that valley. So you can actually get down into the terrain. You can use that to your advantage.
To a passenger, the countryside below looks like wide open spaces. Balloon pilots, however, are always looking for potential landing sites.
As soon as we launch, we're already looking for a place to land. And the reason for that is that we don't have a steering wheel and we can't go back and land where we took off. But wind will play a very important part in our selection of a landing site. The more wind that you have, the bigger the field that you're going to need to put the balloon in.
Even though it looks extreme, using the treetops to slow your approach is an accepted technique.
This looks real good. Bingo!
For the balloonists, the excitement lasts about an hour for each flight.
Somebody scream! Cindy Floyd!
For the crowd at the fairground, the fun lasts all day. And at night, a special event takes place which is just pure magic. The moon glow.
What I like about ballooning is it's so unpredictable. It's a challenge. I love to be able to challenge myself to get that balloon to go where I want it to go instead of where the winds tell it to go.
Balloon pilots savor each flight for its own special thrill. But perhaps no other instrument of flight gives those on the ground such a spectacle. It's hard to take your eyes off the graceful, colorful shapes that dot the Carolina sky.